Good evening, how's everyone? Always good. You guys fail. So you gotta come back to Bellows and do 5th grade all over again. Let's see, Aaron, how are you feeling today? Good. You're gonna be in 3rd grade forever. Think about a word on the mood meter. How do you feel today? Calm. Look at that, he's calm. So Mr. Scarantino is feeling joyful, right? Kids will tell you I'm pleasant most of the time. But you know it. Pleasant is my usual mood, but today, joyful. Always super exciting to have our families together for musical concerts, right? Your kids work hard every morning with Miss Young and now with Mr. Toby. When I tell you, you hear them and they're doing a fantastic job. To be able to learn to play a stringed instrument is probably one of the hardest instruments to play, but also that level of focus to play it. I mean, a round of applause to these kids when they're up there today. Give them a hoot, a holler, and a cheer, because I couldn't do it. And so I think it's amazing. So before we start, we want to thank Mr. Galgano, because he helped organize everything with Mr. Toby, right? He's our lead replacement teacher for Ms. Young. It really helped get him off and running, get those extra lessons going. So round of applause to Mr. Galgano. I am going to let you know where the emergency exits are. So the emergency exits are located to my left and behind you to the right and in the center. In the case of an emergency, please make sure that you know where the exits are. Have to do it for safety. And so, without further ado, the strings concert. But first, a public service announcement.
You want to just try it because I hear you coming through these speakers.
Good?
It's good? Should I try this?
Check 1, 2. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna use it.
Thanks, guys.
Check.
So, I'm going to give a 2-minute why it's so important. I turned them off and no feedback. Okay, they're back on. Okay. In the old days, they used to say, if you play an instrument, you do better in school. I mean, raise your hand if you heard that. Like, I remember growing up hearing that. But there was no way to prove it. Now with all technology, they can put you through an MRI machine and not scan your brain, but measure your brain waves, and it shows that people who play instruments, they're using both sides of the brain. What you're going to hear tonight is our beginners, right? They're just learning their instruments, and I highly encourage you to sign them up again next year and the next year and play all the way through. My little tiny story I'll tell is that my wife's cousin, his son played piano, and when I came into the family, he was a pretty good piano player as an 8th grader. When he got into like 10th grade, he begged his father to stop playing piano, didn't want to play anymore, and Dad said, you can quit after high school, we really want you to play through. And I'm not saying that because he played piano from 5 years old to 18 years old, that he's a doctor studying how to cure cancer right now. But I don't think it hurt. The fact that he was doing music all that time definitely helped his brain develop in a way that it wouldn't have developed, if he hadn't been doing music. This video we're about to show you can say it a lot better than I can, and while the video is playing, our string members are going to come out. If you could wait to applaud, it'd be nice to, when they sit down, you can applaud for them because it'll make them feel good. But if you could wait till the video's over. So you can start the video and we'll bring the kids out. Is it all right for me to mute these mics? Because when I did before, it was a lot of feedback.
Did you know that every time musicians pick up their instruments, there are fireworks going off all over their brain? On the outside, they may look calm and focused, reading the music and making the precise and practiced movements required. But inside their brains, there's a party going on. How do we know this? Well, in the last few decades, neuroscientists have made enormous breakthroughs in understanding how our brains work by monitoring them in real time with instruments like fMRI and PET scanners. When people are hooked up to these machines, tasks such as reading or doing math problems each have corresponding areas of the brain where activity can be observed. But when researchers got the participants to listen to music, they saw fireworks. Multiple areas of their brains were lighting up at once as they processed the sound, took it apart to understand elements like melody and rhythm, and then put it all back together into a unified musical experience. And our brains do all this work in the split second between when we first hear the music and when our foot starts to tap along. But when scientists turn from observing the brains of music listeners to those of musicians, the little backyard fireworks became a jubilee. It turns out that while listening to music engages the brain in some pretty interesting activities, playing music is the brain's equivalent of a full-body workout. The neuroscientists saw multiple areas of the brain light up, simultaneously processing different information in intricate, interrelated, and astonishingly fast sequences. But what is it about making music that sets the brain alight? The research is still fairly new, but neuroscientists have a pretty good idea. Playing a musical instrument engages practically every area of the brain at once, especially the visual, auditory, and motor cortices. And as with any other workout, disciplined, structured practice in playing music strengthens those brain functions, allowing us to apply that strength to other activities. The most obvious difference between listening to music and playing it is that the latter requires fine motor skills, which are controlled in both hemispheres of the brain. It also combines the linguistic and mathematical precision in which the left hemisphere is more involved, with the novel and creative content that the right excels in. For these reasons, playing music has been found to increase the volume and activity in the brain's corpus callosum, the bridge between the two hemispheres, allowing messages to get across the brain faster and through more diverse routes. This may allow musicians to solve problems more effectively and creatively in both academic and social settings. Because making music also involves crafting and understanding its emotional content and message, musicians often have higher levels of executive function, a category of interlinked tasks that includes planning, strategizing, and attention to detail, and requires simultaneous analysis of both cognitive and emotional aspects. This ability also has an impact on how our memory systems work. And indeed, musicians exhibit enhanced memory functions, creating, storing, and retrieving memories more quickly and efficiently. Studies have found that musicians appear to use their highly connected brains to give each memory multiple tags, such as a conceptual tag, an emotional tag, an audio tag, and a contextual tag, like a good internet search engine. So how do we know that all these benefits are unique to music, as opposed to, say, sports or painting? Or could it be that people who go into music were already smarter to begin with? Neuroscientists have explored these issues, but so far they have found that the artistic and aesthetic aspects of learning to play a musical instrument are different from any other activity studied, including other arts. And several randomized studies of participants who showed the same levels of cognitive function and neural processing at the start found that those who were exposed to a period of music learning showed enhancement in multiple brain areas compared to the others. This recent research about the mental benefits of playing music has advanced our understanding of mental function, revealing the inner rhythms and complex interplay that make up the amazing orchestra of our brain.
I present to you the 4th grade strings.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having such nice, thanks for having such nice kids, and they're a pleasure to work with. And you know, playing string instruments is very, very difficult. And what I recommend for you, especially fourth grade parents, why don't you try playing and see what happens? Yeah, you understand. So they're doing great, and basically in the beginning, you know, they have to get used to hearing and seeing and playing all at the same time, which is what the TED Talk was about. And it's a lasting skill, and I hope you enjoy the playing. The first piece will be a Spanish dance, which has some Spanish rhythms in it, and then with the good American hoedown, we'll finish it up. Okay? Thank you.
was young, went on maternity leave, Mr. Toby was nice enough to take over the reins, and you may or may not know that his daughter, Elizabeth Houghton, is the middle school secretary. And he's basically here because his daughter pleaded with him to help us out. The other thing that we should know is that the Tobys are not strangers to Rhinette. When I first got here, they were doing the string program. Mr. Toby and his wife Moira were doing the string program, and Moira Toby, his wife, did strings here for 14 years. So it's really nice to have him back. Really nice to have him back, and he's amazing, and he's also an amazing violin player. Oh my goodness. I should probably have him do a solo right now for you. But he's an amazing violin player, and he's about to bring on the 5th graders. It's a little bit of a bigger group. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Come on, keep it going. Keep it going.
This is the first time they're on the stage, so we have to figure things out.
Is everybody on fries? You gotta walk in. Thanks. Sounds different. So watch me.
What instrument do you all think that this is here? Honestly, what would you say? Who said double bass? You're a good 3rd grade
Oh my
student,
God.
right? This is our first double bass player in I don't know how many years. Round of applause. And she's going to play all the way till she's a senior.
Okay. Guys, rest position. Okay. I count to 4. Count to 4. 1, 2, 3,
allergy. And I asked Petco if they wanted to sponsor it, but they refused. So, anyway. Black cat crossing. Don't play.
Thank you very much. You guys were amazing. Mr. Toby, thank you so much. And that concludes the string program. So thank you so much for coming. As I said earlier, if the kid really doesn't want to play, really doesn't want to play, and it's making them miserable, don't force it. But if they're open, it's nothing but good for them. Even if they're not practicing too much at home. Of course, we want them to practice at home, but even if they're not, they're getting it here, and then when they get to the middle school, it becomes more often, and natural practice happens because they're practicing 2 or 3 times a week here. So, thank you very much. Have a great night.
Freestyles here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the concert. Nice job. Round of applause for our drummers, our percussionists. Good job, thank you. So if you aren't already having fun with a little fire drill, I don't know what else we can do to entertain you, but we will try. So first we want to give a round of applause to all of our string students and Mr. Toby, who played earlier. Fantastic string concerts. Obviously Fan's a little more popular, but a round of applause to Mr. Toby and our string students. They did a really fantastic job. This feels awkward and strange. But, we're really excited. We'd love to hold this concert in the spring right here in the PAC. It's just a really great place to have a concert. The acoustics are perfect. The setting is perfect. The sun is out. Beautiful spring day. So a little housekeeping, if you didn't already know. The exits are located behind you, to my left. And if you can't make it through those doors, there is an exit back through the stage. So hopefully we don't have any more emergencies. You guys did a pretty decent job, I will tell you. If I were to grade your fire drill, it would be like a B, B minus. Couple of parents hanging like right underneath the awning. Maybe there's a fire and the building's gonna catch and I'm just gonna get caught with it. So, but I will tell you, if you saw our students in the back and to the side, they were a really good distance away with adults, listening for directions, doing exactly what we drill when we do have a fire drill. So round of applause to our students. They know what to do, and our staff, they know what to do. They immediately asked us to exit, so we appreciate them. So we're gonna get started, but first wanna thank the superintendent of schools, Dr. Latinsky, supports the arts to the 100% fullest in his heart and soul, so we appreciate him for that. A round of applause for him. Interim Principal Folchetti for letting us use the PAC, and Principal Dr. Barker and Assistant Principal Jason Dorr. They were here tonight, right? They're here. So they were instrumental in helping us make sure the building was clear. So it's just great to have a team of people around you that really care about the kids and care about your safety. So a round of applause to them, because we probably wouldn't get you back in the building without them, and Carolyn Mahar as well. Mary Lance is here today taking photos in the back. She's amazing, our Director of Communications back there, fantastic. So I'm not gonna stall any longer. I think they are ready. I'm not that entertaining. Mr. Galgan, are we ready? Uh-oh. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Ready? Is he ready? I don't know any good jokes. Or at least not any that I can tell in earshot of children. But, you know. Oh, go and vote. If you did not do your civic duty and vote, you're coming to the principal's office tomorrow. I do see a list of who votes and who doesn't, you know. And then, if your kid's a 5th grader, you'll be banned from moving up. You don't want that. Are we ready? I haven't written my riveting speech yet, so. Yes? Saldiveri, is he ready? This is worse than a fire drill. 1 second. 1 second. Is there anything I haven't told you yet? Let's see. Huh? I'll do Batman. That goes over really well. Now, next year I need a new character. I've been working on my Darth Vader modulator voice. That's not going good at all. I looked up one online, because I'm like, oh, next year Darth Vader, because I can't do the voice. $345 to sound like Darth Vader. I'll pass. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Mr. Galgano and the band.
So, there's a video, a 5-minute video I want you to watch, and I know it's extending all this stuff, but this video is super important because it shows us all, I think, scientifically how important music is to the brain. So what's gonna happen is, you're gonna be quiet, video's gonna play. In 5 minutes, through the next 5 minutes, you can keep one eye on the screen and one eye on your children as they come in. It'll be flutes, followed by flutes, followed by clarinets, followed by trumpets and trombones and saxophones. And thanks you for your patience. You guys have been great. You can start the video.
Did you know that every time musicians pick up their instruments, there are fireworks going off all over their brain? On the outside, they may look calm and focused, reading the music and making the precise and practiced movements required. But inside their brains, there's a party going on. How do we know this? Well, in the last few decades, neuroscientists have made enormous breakthroughs in understanding how our brains work by monitoring them in real time with instruments like fMRI and PET scanners. When people are hooked up to these machines, tasks such as reading or doing math problems each have corresponding areas of the brain where activity can be observed. But when researchers got the participants to listen to music, they saw fireworks. Multiple areas of their brains were lighting up at once as they processed the sound, took it apart to understand elements like melody and rhythm, and then put it all back together into a unified musical experience. And our brains do all this work in the split second between when we first hear the music and when our foot starts to tap along. But when scientists turn from observing the brains of music listeners to those of musicians, the little backyard fireworks became a jubilee. It turns out that while listening to music engages the brain in some pretty interesting activities, playing music is the brain's equivalent of a full-body workout. The neuroscientists saw multiple areas of the brain light up, simultaneously processing different information in intricate, interrelated, and astonishingly fast sequences. But what is it about making music that sets the brain alight? The research is still fairly new, but neuroscientists have a pretty good idea. Playing a musical instrument engages practically every area of the brain at once, especially the visual, auditory, and motor cortices. And as with any other workout, disciplined, structured practice in playing music strengthens those brain functions, allowing us to apply that strength to other activities. The most obvious difference between listening to music and playing it is that the latter requires fine motor skills, which are controlled in both hemispheres of the brain. It also combines the linguistic and mathematical precision in which the left hemisphere is more involved, with the novel and creative content that the right excels in. For these reasons, playing music has been found to increase the volume and activity in the brain's corpus callosum, the bridge between the two hemispheres, allowing messages to get across the brain faster and through more diverse routes. This may allow musicians to solve problems more effectively and creatively in both academic and social settings. Because making music also involves crafting and understanding its emotional content and message, musicians often have higher levels of executive function, a category of interlinked tasks that includes planning, strategizing, and attention to detail, and requires simultaneous analysis of both cognitive and emotional aspects. This ability also has an impact on how our memory systems work. And indeed, musicians exhibit enhanced memory functions, creating, storing, and retrieving memories more quickly and efficiently. Studies have found that musicians appear to use their highly connected brains to give each memory multiple tags, such as a conceptual tag, an emotional tag, an audio tag, and a contextual tag, like a good internet search engine. So how do we know that all these benefits are unique to music, as opposed to, say, sports or painting? Or could it be that people who go into music were already smarter to begin with? Neuroscientists have explored these issues, but so far they have found that the artistic and aesthetic aspects of learning to play a musical instrument are different from any other activity studied, including other arts. And several randomized studies of participants who showed the same levels of cognitive function and neural processing at the start found that those who were exposed to a period of music learning showed enhancement in multiple brain areas compared to the others. This recent research about the mental benefits of playing music has advanced our understanding of mental function, revealing the inner rhythms and complex interplay that make up the amazing orchestra of our brain.
All right, so now a round of applause, please.
And now I'm going to get my music out of the band room.
Who needs music? It's all in here. Hopefully. I actually usually do a warm-up with them. Do you mind if I, very quickly, saxophones? G, 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 G. A, 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 B, B, C. Tighten your bass, tighten your bass. C, C, D, D, D. Less mouthpiece, tighten your bass. D, E, F sharp, G. F sharp middle finger, right? Clarinets and trumpets, please. C, 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 C. D, 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 E. E, F, F. E, G, G, G. A, G, C. Flutes and glockenspiels. F, 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 F. B, 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 B flat. Now A natural coming up. A, 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 A. G, 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 G. Now we're doing A flat. A, flat. That's how a musician learns. And then G, 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 G. Good. Trombone. B. What's a B flat, John? B flat. Thank you. B, B flat trombones.
Now they're playing S. B flat with lower height.
Oh, B flat.
Oh. There it is.
Do you all know what perfect pitch is? I don't have it. But Mr. Matera kind of does.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. C, 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 D. D, D, E flat. F, 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 F. And you heard our percussionists, so I think we're good to
is what happened outside or inside or whatever. But the thing I'll remember about tonight is, so when a musician is not playing, they have measures of rest, and I encourage the kids to, as partners, kind of help them follow the measures rest. So if it's measure 17, they say 17, 2, 3, 4, 18, 2. And some of my flute players were very vocally helping each other stay on track, and I loved it, and that means they're a good team together. So anyway, good stuff, good stuff. So one morning in clarinet class on Thursday, as the clarinets were putting their instruments together, Lily put her instrument together real fast and said, "I wrote a song." And she came up front and she played. Why don't you just show what you played? You can stand up for a second. The one you wrote. This one. That was Woo. That was the first song. Da, 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 da. She doesn't remember her own song. That's okay. And that's all she had. And then over the next 2 or 3 weeks, the rest of the clarinets and I finished the song. So this song is called Rosinette because Lily's name is Lily Rose, clarinet. So we now present to you Rosinette. And on Wednesday mornings, it's 4th grade trombone followed by 5th grade trombone. And there's a lot of 5th grade trombone players who start coming in around 8:15, 8:20, but we're still not done yet. So a 5th grader knocks on the window to show his face. And then I say, will someone please get that door? We said that so many times for like a month and a half, 2-3 months. I started then singing, will someone please get that door? Will someone please get that door? And it turned into a song. So this is our final song. I think it's your favorite song, right? No. Well, whatever. It's... Enough said. No, it's not my favorite song. So we would love it if everyone stayed so that the fifth graders can have a big audience also. There's not enough room out there for the fourth graders to join you. So what they're going to do is they're going to be down there. The fifth grade concert's very short, like 10 minutes. And we'll be switching it up as quickly as we can. Cool?
I'm back. So, round of applause again for our fourth graders. Fantastic. Get the door. Clever. We want to recognize our members of the Board of Education who are here with us this evening. We've got President Mansell with us today. Trustee Wagner here as well, Vice President Wagner. From the Board of Education, round of applause for them and the time they served. I got her. I see her. She was here for both. All right, so Trustee Young was here for strings and band. Round of applause to Trustee Young. She loves music, I believe, and Star Wars. All right, yeah, let's go. I don't know, I'm really not good at this. Let's see. Field day was fun. Who was at fifth grade field day Monday? Yeah, right? It was fun. Did you see the latest? Watch, this one always gets you. Who read the latest weekly Bellows bulletin? Oh yeah, sure you did. Don't lie to my face. Did you see I hurt the bear? You didn't see I was the crime scene. I was the criminal. Fifth graders that are here, they know it's a good time. So we didn't reveal the last bit of evidence till the end, right, Archie? And it was like, no, they love to blame Miss Combs. Miss Combs, she was the one. And then it was Miss Eklund. And then as the evidence shifted, I was out of there. But it was a lot of fun. So we're hoping to do it again next year. Hopefully I'm not the suspect again, because that wouldn't be fun. That would just be a repeat offender. But a great time. For those who don't know, Mr. McKeon's retiring. So this was like his swan song to the end of his career. Was doing the CSI, Crime Scene Seeker. It was real, I would tell you. He did a really amazing job. The kids were guessing for weeks. They couldn't figure it out. And then at the assembly, they did. So that was a lot of fun. Archie, what would you give it? A thumbs up? Thumbs up. We also have fifth grade Battle of the... Is it called Bellapalooza? So all of these strangely named bands come to morning announcements. What was it? The Chick-fil-A Gummy Bears. What was today? It was an odd one. The 5 Skittles, because there's like 5 colors of Skittles. But really cute songs, interesting stuff. Mr. Galgano writes them, and they're paired into teams or bands, like 4 in each class. And then on June 10th, they're going to perform them for the 3rd and 4th graders. So it should be a lot of fun. So 5th graders are ending their Bellow experience on a high note. Get it? High note? No? I'm flat. I think I'll just do Batman. No, but let's see. You ready? Almost ready. So a lot of fun. Good times. Don't forget, moving up, 5th grade, June 20th. June 20th. Don't worry, I'll put it in the Bellows bulletin you won't read. Let's see. He's getting ready. Rain date's the next day. So always, rain date is always the following day, so just be on the lookout for that. What other fun things are we doing, Eva? Anything else? Did you know it was me?
Yes.
What was the clue that gave it away? The Star Wars magazine? Yeah. He tucked. He was very clever.
It was in your room.
Was it? It was in my room. And they'd come in for morning announcements. We'd leave the magazine out on purpose. So they would see it, and they still had no clue that it was me until the last day. But it was a lot of fun. Let's see. Tommy, what's up, kid? You good? So we'll let them set up. So we hope you have a great evening. Once again, round of applause for our 4th graders, and then our 5th graders. They should be ready soon. Mr. Galgano, this is it. Last elementary musical concert. Guys, good luck, okay?
Alright, so next I need clarinet. patience. They've never been on the stage before. And then these also this whole board plus 5. You're gonna get a round of applause, please, people. So you're gonna go down this all the way to the end. All the way to the end. Keep going down.
All right, thanks for your patience. We're gonna start. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now that they're all right here, big, giant round of applause for our 5th graders, please. We have the first song. It's called "Got the Bellows Band Blues." We have, Mr. Matera will be playing with us also, but we also have our teacher here from Rhinebeck, Mrs. Caitlin Clark on clarinet. And for this one song, we have not a 5th grader. We have Stephen Osgood, and we thank him for playing, just supporting our clarinets. So the first song is called "Got the Bellows Band Blues."
Thank
you, Steven. So for the next song, from probably our third or fourth class in October, started with Bryce, then followed by Ollie. They'd put their instrument together and they would play Viva La Vida by the band Coldplay. And I kept saying, that's going to be one of our songs. That's going to be one of our songs. Finally, I made an arrangement of it. It does feature Bryce and Ollie, so you should get over here. So you're going to play for me, guys. I had a question. Are we going to have music in front of us? final song. It is the most odd combination of songs maybe ever put together. Why? Basically because the songs came up in class. Loch Lomond, the Scottish traditional song. That came up in clarinet class, and then one of my trombone players, Connor, started randomly attempting to play on the trombone, and even though he didn't get to any of the right slide positions, he's such a good musician that a lot of the right notes came out. Because that's one of the things about brass instruments. There's only so many positions and valves on brass instruments, so you have to really use your ear. He has such a good ear that he made it sound like Final Countdown. So this is Loch Lomond and Final Countdown combined. Features our clarinet section at the beginning with Rashani on glockenspiel. Super round of applause for these guys and girls. Percussionists, put your sticks in the air. Percussionists, put your sticks in the air. Glockenspiel, put your mallets in the air. Clarinets, put your clarinets in the air. Flutes, put your flutes in the air. Trumpets, put your trumpets in the air. Saxophones, don't dare put your saxophone up. Okay, saxophone in the air. So just to be super clear, lessons will go until the week of June 10th. So it goes back to the normally regularly scheduled once a week, regular day of the week. All except for my E-Day flutes, is that right? What's the lunchtime group? Oh yeah, that's fourth grade. Fourth grade, which was the lunchtime group, I think it's E-Day. It's going to be Thursday mornings, if any parents are here from that group. I'll be more clear in email. But it ends starting the week of June 10th. All right? And then once a week until then. Thank you for your amazing cooperation.